Have you ever imagined what might be hidden behind the walls of long-abandoned schools? Those schools, once filled with the lively laughter of children, the sound of footsteps running through the corridors, and the rustling of opened books, now only leave behind an eerie silence. But is it truly just silence that remains? Or is there something else, something darker, more terrifying, and more mysterious? Something we should never encounter, yet somehow it always calls us to uncover its secrets. Today, we will enter one of the most haunted schools in this area. This school is not just an old, dilapidated building. It is a place that holds terrifying stories that have become legends among the locals. Its cracked walls seem to whisper tales from the past, and every corner appears to hold shadows that move as if alive. Be prepared, because the story we are about to explore is not for the faint of heart. Every step we take could bring us closer to something unexpected, something that might make us question whether we are truly alone here. So, take a deep breath, and let's begin our journey into the mystery hidden behind the walls of this haunted school. This is School Buds of Hope, a school that was once the pride of the local community. Established in the 1970s, this school holds many fond memories of its glory days. Its corridors were once filled with the lively chatter of enthusiastic students. Its classrooms were full of stories of dreams and hopes, and its field bore witness to the laughter and joy of energetic young people. However, everything changed drastically when the school was mysteriously closed in 2005. The closure was not without reason. A series of strange and unexplainable events occurred, leaving teachers, students, and even the surrounding community gripped with fear. Some spoke of cries heard at night, shadows moving on their own in empty hallways, and objects suddenly shifting places without explanation. These events were so chilling that they ultimately forced the school to close permanently. Even though the building has long been abandoned, many believe that SMA Tunis Harapan is not truly empty. Legend has it that something still lingers here, something that never left, whether bound by memories, resentment, or something far darker. Is it a spirit from the past, or something even more terrifying? One thing is certain: this school holds a secret that no one is meant to discover. So, if you're brave enough, let's delve deeper into the mystery surrounding SMA Tunis Harapan. But remember, every step we take could bring us closer to something we were never meant to encounter. We are now inside the main building of School Buds of Hope. Look around you. The room that was once filled with desks, chairs, and life now only holds thick layers of dust, shattered glass scattered everywhere, and ruins that seem to depict how time has eroded this place. But don't be fooled by the apparent silence. According to stories, at night this room often echoes with the sound of footsteps, as if someone, or something, is running back and forth. Yet, when you look around, there's no one here, only you, and perhaps something else. And here, in this dark and damp hallway, there is a room rumored to be the epicenter of all the strange occurrences. That room is the laboratory. This room is not just a place for ordinary science experiments. Legend has it that this is where everything began. Some former students have shared stories of hearing strange noises from inside this room, like indistinct whispers or even sudden screams that break the silence. Others have claimed that lab equipment, such as test tubes or microscopes, would move on their own, as if an invisible hand was using them. But the most terrifying story is about a science teacher who mysteriously disappeared in this room on the night before the school was closed. Some believe that her spirit is still trapped here, endlessly repeating an experiment that was never completed. Are you brave enough to enter this room? Because once we step inside, we might not be able to leave easily. Or worse, we might find something we never expected. This laboratory is a place where many students have claimed to see apparitions that send shivers down their spines. Some have spoken of a woman in a lab coat who suddenly appears in the corner of the room, standing still and staring blankly at them. She is described as having a pale face and hollow eyes, as if she doesn't truly belong to this world. Others have reported hearing faint cries, like those of a frightened child, even though no one is around. The sound seems to come from everywhere, filling the room with an inexplicable aura of fear. But what happens next might make your skin crawl, because here we captured something unexpected. While reviewing the footage from the cameras we set up earlier, we noticed a faint shadow moving behind us. The shadow was invisible to the naked eye when we were in the room, but the camera managed to capture it. Slowly, the shadow moved closer to us, as if it wanted to touch, or even take something from us. And even more shocking, when we replayed the audio recording, there were whispers captured. The whispers were saying something in a language we couldn't understand, but the tone was filled with sadness and anger. Could this be the voice of the woman in the lab coat? Or is there another entity hiding in the darkness of this room? One thing is certain. This laboratory is not just an empty room. There is something here, something that is still active, something that might not want to be disturbed. But it's too late to turn back now, because whatever is here, it's now watching us, and perhaps it's already too close for us to avoid. According to local stories, this school was once the site of a horrifying tragedy that remains a mystery to this day. A beloved teacher, known for her kindness and passion for teaching, suddenly vanished without a trace. No one knows what truly happened to her. Did she leave voluntarily? Or was there something or someone that made her disappear? Even more chilling, some students claim to still see her figure around the school, even after its closure. They describe her as looking the same as she did before, but with an eerie aura, as if she is trapped between two worlds. But that's not all. There is one room that is feared by everyone, former students, teachers, and locals alike. That room is the teacher's lounge. This room is believed to be the center of all the strange occurrences at SMA Tunis Harapan. Many believe that this room holds a dark secret about the disappearance of the teacher. Some who have dared to enter have claimed to feel an overwhelming pressure, as if something is rejecting their presence. Others have heard faint whispers, as if the teachers who once worked here are still speaking, discussing something that should never be revealed. The most terrifying part is that in the corner of the room, there is a desk that is said to belong to the missing teacher. The desk is still neatly arranged, as if its owner had just stepped away for a moment and would return soon. But don't be fooled by its ordinary appearance. Some who have dared to approach the desk have claimed to feel a cold touch on their shoulders or even see a shadow suddenly appear in the small mirror hanging on the wall. Is this room a gateway to something darker? Or is this where the teacher remains, trapped in a dimension we cannot see? One thing is certain. The teacher's lounge is no ordinary room. It is a place where hidden secrets lie, and perhaps it is where we will find the answers to all the mysteries surrounding SMA Tunis Harapan. But are we ready to face the truth that we might not want to know? The teacher's lounge is a place where many have claimed to feel an unwelcome presence. Faint whispers are often heard, as if conversations are taking place among the long-gone teachers. Heavy footsteps also echo in the hallway near this room, even though no one is there. Some who have dared to enter have even reported seeing a tall, dark figure standing behind them when they look in the mirror. The figure stands still, unmoving, but its presence feels so real, as if it is watching their every move. But what happens next might make your skin crawl. While recording here, something strange happened. When we reviewed the camera footage, we saw a black shadow suddenly appear in the corner of the room. The shadow slowly moved closer to us, even though we saw nothing with our naked eyes. The room's temperature suddenly dropped drastically, and the air felt heavy, as if something was pressing down on us from all directions. And the most terrifying part is that when we listened to the audio recording, there was a voice captured, a voice we didn't hear while in the room. The voice sounded like a whisper repeating one sentence: "Leave this place before it's too late." The tone was sad, yet filled with threat. Is this a warning from the missing teacher? Or is there another entity that doesn't want us to uncover the secrets of this room? One thing is certain. The teacher's lounge is no ordinary room. It is a place where the boundary between our world and the other world becomes very thin. And whatever is here, it clearly does not want to be disturbed. But have we already gone too far? Because now, it might be too late to turn back. Friends, that was our journey into this abandoned school. From dark hallways filled with mystery, to the laboratory holding terrifying whispers, and the teacher's lounge filled with unseen presences, everything we experienced felt like stepping into another world. A world we were never meant to enter. Is all of this just a coincidence? Or is there truly something lingering here, something that still holds its grip on this place? We leave it to you to decide. But before we go, remember this. If you ever come across an old building like this, never try to enter it alone. These buildings may seem empty and quiet, but behind their walls, dark secrets may be hidden. Secrets that are not meant to be uncovered. And you never know who or what might be waiting for you inside. Perhaps, like what we experienced, there is something that doesn't want to be found. Something far more terrifying than you can imagine. So, be careful. Because sometimes the most intriguing things are the ones we should avoid. Until next time, and don't forget, take care of yourself. Thank you for watching our spooky adventure this time. If you enjoy horror stories like this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss out on more thrilling videos. We always have spine-chilling stories ready to give you goosebumps. Oh, and if you've ever had a paranormal experience or a mystery story to share, send your story to my email in the description below. Who knows, your experience might be featured in our next video and become part of our horror adventures. See you in the next video, and remember, always stay vigilant, because you never know what's waiting in the darkness.